Hello everybody, welcome to part 6 of the Final Fantasy Wiki's Final Fantasy Tactics Let's Play. I'm Catuse as usual, and this episode is going to have, Gaffgarion doing nothing wrong. Anyways, joining me today are...
I'm Hexedmagica.
What?
What? Yeah, I'm a guy. I do things.
Hi. Some people call me Skates. Like Mustadio. I took off my wizard hat for this occasion. That's all.
Yeah, and I'm some color mage, and we somehow already managed to ruin this episode. We're not even a minute in.
Look, it's been like 2 months since we did one of these.
I haven't even, I've barely even started drinking as well, which is just depressing, right?
Oh yeah,
Okay,
so it's like 1 in the morning Skates time, and Hex is probably going to be drunk by the end of this. And, I don't know, SCM will probably fuck it up somehow. And I'm eating...
Hey, what about you?
I am eating macaroni that I somehow butchered.
So we're all failures.
You truly are living the college life.
We're all failures.
Hey, I just finished an exam. I'm doing things with my life.
It's true.
And then I'm day drinking right after, because Australia.
Hey, is everyone like filler? 'Cause I love filler.
I mean, this sort of introduces the Zodiac Stones, I guess.
Yeah.
But plot doesn't actually start happening until the end of this episode. So if you want, like, a deep, motivating story, go somewhere else.
Well,
Yeah,
I
like-
that's a deep motivating story about.
If you want a
rocks.
deep, motivating story, read Cloud Mows the Lawn.
Oh, God. You know what? I hadn't thought about that for like 5 years, and then you bring it. I hate everything. God damn it. It's been like 5 years. Those are like the best 5 years of my entire life, and then
I thought
suddenly.
the best 5 years of your life when you had, war focus and they assaulted everything.
Yeah, if I had war focus, I would duel you right now. You've become my rival.
Anyways, the deep, motivating story of Final Fantasy Tactics, as we know, was translated by Discount Alexander O. Smith, who it turns out is actually Koji Fox, according to our wiki.
Wait, really?
It says Koji Fox is the English translator for War of the Lions.
Huh.
So, I think he's improved sometime in the past 7 years.
So, in the last 7 years, he changed from, being, let's Shakespeare this shit up to let's meme everything.
The FF14 is just a bunch of memes.
I think that happened to everybody, actually. It actually happened to everyone between 2007 and 2014. Everyone went from Shakespeare into just liking memes. Pretty sure that's an appropriate path for the human civilization.
Yeah,
In Final Fantasy XIV, it also helps that Koji is also one of the heads of the lore team, so he's writing the world as he translates it. So
yeah,
for example, the main villain of 1.0 is actually a transvestite bird impersonator.
yeah.
Nail is... Now, the original Nail, died and his sister took his place or something?
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
honestly felt like the biggest asshole.
What? It doesn't happen that you just die and then you're replaced by someone in the same costume, except it was actually your sister the whole time?
Obviously, obviously, your life goal is when you die, you're just replaced by, your cuter younger sister, right?
Exactly. I mean, why else would I have a younger sibling except for that?
If anime is to believe, the only other reason I have a younger sister.
Well, let's be fair, that's probably not the weirdest part of the Encyclopedia Eorzea, that would probably be the bit where it talks about the Warrior of Darkness's Lala healer is lusting after the warrior's dick.
I mean, that's a completely natural thing to do.
It's like that gif of like a hamster like choking on a banana.
Oh god.
Yes, technically true.
Like that's pretty much what I get whenever I see like things about in like FF14 about Lalas like being lewd with not Lalas.
I mean, the Warrior of Darkness is just basically the opposite of the Warrior of Light, and the Warrior of Light is, and the Warrior of Light is pretty sexy. As a Stormblood, he's like,
It's
Fucking ripped.
I just love how like the evolution of the Warrior of Light from 1.0 like random teenager, 2.0 whatever, 3.0 like first job sort of thing, and now he's just like mid-20s like swole.
Well, you know, he hit Facebook, deleted the gym, and called an employer.
Yeah, like you've got to like smack Facebook into shape. Can't do it any other way.
Exactly, we're just full of terrible, outdated memes. Actually, that's what Facebook is always like. But
Yeah.
that's not the point.
It's like yesterday I found out that 5 years ago I said Deus Vult is like my status on Facebook,
And he only just
And
arrived
it's
in the hole
just like-
they're in now.
and like nothing changes. Time is cyclical,
Deus
and
always
nothing makes
molts.
sense. Yeah,
Anyways, I guess my point that I was getting at, like 5 minutes ago, when I first brought this up, is that it's harder for me to take the story seriously when I know it was written by the same guy who wrote "Your world is rusted like an old dirty razor. The edge is calling tonight," and then did drunk karaoke about it in Vegas.
Square Enix is just run by a great team. Counts
Yeah.
experts.
a great meme of experts.
A great meme of experts. There's no such thing.
That was really shitty aim.
Have gotten a lot better since they stopped giving a fuck about trying to look serious and went tell all about how weird a lot of them are and how Nomura will write game design documents in one night while drunk and
Yeah,
That
I mean,
explains a lot.
that's
Actually.
just-
their
that's
newest
just
game,
That actually explains everything.
their newest
That's
game,
just-
About the
you play
That's
as
just
the
like
Backstreet
right?
Boys.
Just writing game design documents like while drunk. Like that just explains like everything ever.
Like, their latest game is the Backstreet Boys running around doing stuff.
Back streets, back
Well, let's be
cannot
honest.
do
We literally had NSYNC be Sephiroth at one point. So could it possibly be worse? Meanwhile,
Meanwhile,
nothing's happening.
Meanwhile, Ramza walks into the AoE of a spell Cat put down last turn.
yeah, I was really not paying attention to this at all because it's like easy bullshit. It is no addition. It is no value to the story, and it's like boring and easy. So like, I'm not even.
Isn't the only like challenge of this that you don't have Mustadio?
The challenge of this
Yeah.
is that.
Well, I do have a
Cat kills
Stadio,
all
but
party
he's dead.
members. Hey, but
And
you gotta
he
level up
punches
because of
stuff.
that.
Sure, yeah. Same thing.
Yeah, I mean, naked Mustadio without his gun is basically nobody.
Yeah.
At least you don't have to rescue him. That would actually make this impossible.
Yeah.
Because usually they kill
Because,
him
like-
before you do
Final Fantasy Tactics would never make you rescue someone who rushes into the enemy team immediately. They would never
Yeah,
do something like
especially
that,
if
you
the enemy team had
all instant kill moves. They would
All
never.
instant-
They would.
like
They would
that,
never
that
do
just
something like
that just seems like something that wouldn't happen.
And they'd never set it up so that you can't return to the world map before a fight where you do that. No, sir,
Yeah,
definitely
and
not.
it totally wouldn't be up to like the hardest boss to fight in the game.
And it totally wouldn't be the last challenge in the entire game.
Yeah.
They just make the game easy mode.
Like, is there anything hard in Chapter 4? Oh, Chocobo River. That's kind of hard.
Is that in Chapter 4?
Yeah. the pointless battle against like 10 million chocobos.
Yeah, that's the hardest. That's the hardest battle in the game. Well, actually, it depends. But...
I'm kind of over leveled at that point in the game, so it might be kind of tough.
Wow, spoilers.
Well, here's the thing, like, I knew Ygraph was going to be impossible, so I sort of, like, when I played, so I just sort of got Ramsed to the point where you just hope to RNG that everything works out.
That's how I spent my entire life, actually. I just walk out the door, it's like, I hope to RNG that a train is going to follow me today, even though the trains don't actually usually go in the air. Because that would be a plane, and not a train.
Wouldn't? Yeah, like... And then, like, you could have snakes on said train.
I could. And then... I could,
And then you'd need to get...
I could put a girl on the train. That seems like the most boring movie ever. It's like, there's just someone who takes a train line. There's a girl who takes a train line for 2.5 hours.
Isn't that a movie in cinemas right now or something?
I think it was
like...
a few months ago, but I think the idea is that there's a girl and there's on a train, and she has to get somewhere, right? But you know, train is just not they're just not that convenient in the United States, so it takes like her 2.5 hours for just to get to work, and it's awful. And that's the whole movie.
That sounds boring as shit.
I don't think that's what it's actually about. But I'm
pretty sure I saw trailers for this movie, like, at work. Because, like, for some reason, the shopping center where I work has a random-ass bloody big thing in the middle just showing, like, trailers for movies and stuff. And, like, apparently, like, it looked just weird, like... Although, like, I sort of got the idea that, like, murder was involved, which... That isn't interesting, but like...
Well, maybe the train was the murderer. That would be pretty crazy. I would watch that. It's like we were looking for a person for the whole time, but the real killer was oil and metal. We didn't expect it. We didn't see it coming.
And then
we could have moved off the tracks, but we didn't.
Oh, look at that jump!
Oh, look at that sweet jump!
Holy shit! Soleyuse for Olympics 2020.
Soleyuse is the real protagonist of this game.
Actually, though, I won't spoil it.
I'm a moving sprite.
Piss off, Kupo.
Yeah, I don't want to see any more Moogles after playing FF14.
Still the best line in Final Fantasy XIV.
Piss off, Kupo.
Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, the Moogles in Heavensward are the most annoying goddamn things ever because all of their quests are basically fly around for 10 minutes to find out that the Moogle you're looking for is like 10 meters above you. And when finally introduce the Beast Tribe,
Holy shit.
That is a minor error, but yet it is the worst play I've ever. It might be one of the worst plays anyone has ever done in one of these Let's Play series.
Like,
it shows how little effort I'm putting into this this map because this is like the most pointless map ever. Like,
you just said everyone to AI just to see what happens.
And then I'm watching it. I mean, I saw Soleyuse's sweet jump.
That was the one thing that happened.
Sweet jump and hella hop.
He's gonna try to seduce more people.
Yeah.
Soleyuse. I mean, he's like, watch me do this sweet parkour. Actually, I'm just gonna punch you in the face. Never mind. That's the way I romance.
Parkour.
No, actually, Soleyuse is the Warrior of Darkness, and that archer right there is the stupid Lalafell healer. Who actually takes so long to kill when you fight the Warrior of Darkness. Oh wait, spoilers.
Who cares? It's a different game and it's probably one we'd never LP.
You're spoiling an MMO. You must.
Yeah.
Well, that guy was just reciting. He was reciting his prayers. He was hoping and believing. You just punch him in the face.
Like, he got hit for 108, so like...
Yeah, he's a Buddhist. You just killed a Buddhist, man. What are you doing?
That's just, like, no, he'll come back in his next life to kill you.
That's true.
Well, we're not taking the chest.
I decided punching her was more important.
But why would you want to grab the chest?
At least you click the right square this time.
Why don't you grab the chest?
I mean, I grabbed the chest later. Just kidding, no I don't.
No, you don't. He takes it. He's like, I'm gonna take this if it's the last thing I do.
Why does the anime AI go for chests anyways?
Fight.
Because they want the aiming tide.
Every time an AI gets a chest, an angel gets its wings.
That angel is like an anime kind of angel.
Yeah, it was like that terrible anime about the people in high school or something.
Yeah.
I think that might be spoilers, but I don't actually remember what it was called, and I don't really care.
Angel Beats?
I actually
might have been
haven't looked at Angel Baits, like, I just know it's bad, and I really
Okay,
just don't...
I spoiled the ending for you, I think. But
No, that's the
not actually
beginning.
sure.
You're mixing up two very different concepts.
Oh, really? I don't know then.
Unless we're thinking about two completely different animes, but how many animes can there be about angels and girls in high school?
One of my favorite things ever, Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Technically true.
It's
Where
You learn Moogle.
being technically correct is the best kind of... Don't you get all of them regardless
yeah,
of what
you do get them. You do get
Yeah.
all of them.
Yeah, I was like thinking, what's the point of this? What's
That's
the point
really
of any of
weird.
this?
It's really.
What's the point
What's
of
the,
this? What's the point of
what is
living?
the point of existence when the sweet release of death is waiting for us all?
I think. Well. Well, man, I never
Number
thought about
3.
death before. The concept I'd ever considered.
Well, someone dead sure is calling tonight.
And we ended this level as we started it by poking someone in the butt with this piece of wood.
Look, this is a pre-modern society. You got to make do with what you can in the field of
Sometimes
poking in the butt.
Sometimes it's just a wooden pole. Just gotta watch out for splinters.
Don't be like Edward II, guys.
It sounds like somebody setting off like firecrackers or something outside, but it's probably fine.
It's probably fine.
It's just Gibraltar's red shirts coming, you know.
Yeah, no, it's totally just your entire realm rising up in rebellion against you.
5 minutes later, we hear an explosion, and this Let's Play episode never goes to air.
That come-up could happen anyway. Not just the explosion. Yeah, screw you, Mustadio! You're just gonna lie there dead. We're not accepting you back in the party.
Oh, and now we have anime!
Uh-oh.
Cogs and gulls. No hint of Lionel's
Some of the
griffins.
worst voice acting ever.
Oh, this is nowhere near Mega Man levels of bad voice acting.
Oh god.
Not like
What
this.
brings you to Artemis?
What brings you to Wallabies?
We have ears.
What is it any places? That's Mega Man voice acting right there.
Yeah.
Hour.
Well, when you're talking about Mega Man voice acting, you got to remember the bit where Elmer, Bud, Dr. Light makes a mistake, starts the word over, and they kept that in the recording.
Yeah, he was like, oh, you gotta find the capsule, what, Mega Man?
In
It's
truth,
like-
he would but set her on a higher floor.
In fact, the voice is so bad that I can't even do it. It's like, I don't even know why.
And
It
that's
even-
what I need to do.
Translator's note. This means I love you.
It's
Yeah.
simple, really. Noble endeavors do not always reach the
Also,
end
this,
from
I don't know
inside.
why this cutscene is
You cannot
animated,
save
because it's
the
really a
princess.
throwaway.
However hard you
mean,
endeavor to
yeah,
save her,
I don't know.
Ra-
you would do
They
well
also-
Ramsel looks so bored.
I mean, Delita is fabulous in that cape. He's like, wow, look at my swishy cape, and he walks away, but...
What then?
That sounds like, it doesn't look like a good...
I fear I do not know.
Like, you know, they could animate any of the important cutscenes, but all the cutscenes are just deleted talking.
And all the
It's
rest.
deleted, because they only had Delita and Ramsey as voice actors. So they couldn't actually animate anything
No, they have-
else.
They have Luso's voice actor.
They also had, Agrias.
Yeah, she has one line, though.
Yeah.
Luzo
But
also has, like,
it's
one line.
it's probably
I
just
simply
Lita's voice
sworn
actor doing a falsetto.
against
Let's be
it.
honest.
Nothing more.
Oh, look at those birds. I think they're symbolic.
Those birds are
know.
totally not there for scale,
I
right?
should hope.
Are there any? Is there any prominent bird symbolism in any of Shakespeare's more obscure plays?
There's plenty of symbolism of every kind in
Every play.
Shakespeare's plays, and they're all symbolic of sex jokes.
And dicks. Mainly dicks.
Yes.
Technically true.
Especially dicks.
Oh yes, let's waste some green berets. It's the only way. You know what I love to see? People when they leave in the shop. I love the shop menu. It's great. Just love to see this.
Don't you love Merchant Man, who somehow manages to follow us everywhere and be in every shop?
Merchant Man is my favorite superhero.
I've come to save you, but only for the fixed market value.
Yeah.
Merchant Man
Adam
is the
Smith
best
really
character.
hates your guts.
Yes, get the book. The Battle Folio.
No.
No!
But we could have given people paper cuts.
I get so many paper cuts on my hands from work, it's really annoying.
That's because you're not using the books properly. You're supposed to use them against the enemies, not on them, on yourself.
Oh,
Let's
more
go to
cutscenes,
Bathia's
folks.
Swale. You can't actually leave.
Yeah, so a lore note, Balias is like some place that's associated with Fantasy Judas betraying Fantasy Jesus and having him executed on the Fantasy Cross. Because we totally didn't rip this off from the Bible. And, a swale is some word that they stole from Shakespeare for, like, valleys or something. There's also a Balias Tor somewhere else, like, that you go earlier in the chapter, which is actually just next to Balias Swale, but it's a hill.
Unfortunately, Balia's Tor is really slow and also full of drugs and child pornography. So we don't really want to go there.
What?
Fucking hell, Skate.
Oh, here's some fat cardinal. Gee, I wonder if he's the evil.
Dirt is more fucked than a kid in a room of Catholic priests.
Is this where we're going now?
I mean, technically this is totally not the Catholic Church. This institution is not the Catholic Church.
Totally not the Catholic Church. It's totally not the Church of Crystal Dragon Jesus either.
That would make the Catholic Church more interesting, actually. Oh yes, take Boko. Take all these stupid chocobos you have. Why do you have so many chocobos?
They breed really fast. You only need one to start the breeding.
Oh no, they're asexual chocobos. The worst kind.
But what? So are just all chocobos like female?
They lay eggs. so I
Monsters
assume
don't
so.
have genders in this game.
It's true. I think they just reproduce asexual. I don't even remember anything about this level. But is this the level you get Agrias?
Yeah, you have to say that yours. And normally this is hard, but for some reason in this video they just all die.
Wow, spoilers.
I mean, they're obvious cannon fodder villains. Of course they're going to die.
None of them have a unique sprite.
But they have that sweet red color.
I think
Oh, yeah.
all the church enemies have that. Actually, is that the church or is that the southern sky? I don't know.
No, it's...
I forget what. I should know what colors are associated with what army, but it's not actually important, because if
Is
they're not
it
your
Southern
color,
Sky
then
in this
it's-
game?
Isn't
Or is it
irrelevant,
Hoken?
though?
It's like Hotuken and like Sutuken. And I think it's a PS.
Hotuken and Hotuken
Yeah.
and North is the northern sky, and Manken is the southern sky in the PlayStation version. Which actually is just Japanese for North Sky and South Sky, but they were too lazy to translate it.
They actually feel like translating it.
I sort of love how the animation for like attacking with a gun is just swinging it.
I mean, that's how guns work. Do you ever see Wanted?
Yeah, like all you do is just like whack people with your gun, right?
When you swing it and the bullet curves around things. Wanted is actually a terrible film. Never say that film. It's actually like Fight Club, and Fight Club was really, really stupid. And had Angelina Jolie as Tyler Durden.
Okay, so maybe this is northern.
Clearly, bullets haven't been invented yet, despite this taking place long after Final Fantasy 12. So all they can do is pistol whip everyone.
No, I
From
think
range.
this. So in the lore, it talks about how there was this great society, the Holy Edoran Empire, which is like had airships and like a lot of stuff that's associated with Final Fantasy 12, and then randomly they all died, and so that's this.
Well,
So
And let's face it, considering what happens in Final Fantasy 12, it was probably our fault somehow.
yeah, probably.
Yeah, you
Probably
actually
something
killed
about
off all the
climate
wolf
and shit.
ecosystem. Those guys ate the wolves, and they all starved to death after we killed all the wolves.
maybe
No,
it's
what-
For
because
poaching.
maybe it's because of something to do with the Espers. I don't know, because the Espers and the Lucavi have the same name. I remember when I was like new to the wiki, I wrote a very long, complicated shitpost about how if Vaughn had died, then all this stuff would have happened, and then FFT would have never happened, and we'd be a lot better off.
How old would you have been when you joined the wiki? Like 12?
So my first anonymous edit was in 2010, which I think I was 13. Maybe I was 12. Wait.
You think?
Uh,
It is
wait.
not known. Sources
Wait,
close
so
to me tell me
6?
that my age was.
I was 12. I was 12.
What's my age again? Did you just nearly give that Black Mage bravery?
Yes. I meant to use this move, where you punch through the air itself.
Oh yeah, like I sort of like its name better in like Tactics Advanced because it almost makes more sense.
What's the name
In
of
Tactics Advanced, it's called Air Render.
I thought it would be called mediocrity, but that's just me.
I mean, you can't have every single ability in the game to name mediocrity, but...
Look, if it's true, it's true. Go on.
Well, you don't need to name every single ability mediocrity. You just have to name every single one except for Stone
Yeah. Sometimes
and
people
Minucci.
just get stoned.
Well, the game starts out with a snowball fight, which is literally just the stone ability from this game.
And then randomly, the main character of its sequel is a character in this game, for no reason, except marketing.
Well,
To show off his horrendous fashion sense, obviously.
Here's the thing, like, Tactics Advance and Tactics Advance 2 are not bad games. They're very good games.
So we just
Very breakable, but
We just be. I mean, I don't think Tactics Advance is a very. I mean, it's okay. I've never played Tactics A2. But
Tactics A2 gets rid of a lot of the really stupid shit with Tactics Advance.
Tactics Advance has some really stupid stuff. That's the problem with that.
Yeah.
It's like the law.
Admittedly, so does this game, so...
The law system is really stupid, and there's not really a plot to Tactics Advance. So, it's kind of a problem. I don't know. I mean, a plot is that Marsh is an asshole. I mean, that's not really a good plot, though.
Yeah.
Oh, so look at the sweet jumps!
I
This is
kind
Final
of want
Fantasy
to get,
Tactics
like...
Parkour Edition!
I kind of want to get, like, 7 jump vertical on my Dragoon, who, by the way, is Soleyuse. Just so that we can have more sweet jumps.
You can ignore height, and there's that one level in Chapter 4 that you can jump up like 500 feet. That's the whole reason we get that ability.
Well,
I thought
we'll win that fight by just doing the huge jump and everyone will be distracted. Wow, sick air, bro. And then we just pistol whip them to death.
Oh god.
This game allows you to use jump with any weapon, including the guns,
Wait, really?
which allows you to jump from a ridiculous range.
That actually sounds amazing, actually.
Yeah, I think I should
That-
probably invest more into leveling Soleyuse's
Like,
skills.
I've seen that before. I
Well,
probably had something about it on the wiki.
At what point does, like, Dragoon get, like, tank ground? Because, like, that's the best ability, right?
What is? I don't even remember. I think Dragoons in this game is terrible, if I remember correctly.
They're hard to use.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can just have calculator and stand level 5 holy with everyone with white robes on it.
Well, that's just called winning the game.
I'm pretty sure half the ways to play this game are called winning this game.
The other half is called losing this game at Rana's Castle.
Yeah.
No other option.
Like, obviously, like, the ultimate challenge is, like, no moving, no abilities, no actions, no nothing. Like,
You just sit there and just hope the game wins.
yeah, yeah.
But what's the
Like,
crazy
that's-
acronym?
That's the only pure way to play this game. Like, everything else is just cheating.
I mean, it's much better when there's a crazy acronym, like, for, like, Final Fantasy X, it's like SPQR HHE, and it just goes
Okay, I know most of the FF10 challenges. There are no FF10 challenges that start with SPR.
You know, I don't even know, okay? I don't care.
Yeah, I found the bit where on the wiki where I learned about you can jump with guns. It's on our jump glitch page. The bit where you can jump with a gun isn't the glitch, just to establish it. Another form of the jump glitch involves a character equipped with the Shirodori or blade grasp, and another character equipped with a gun and the jump command. If the gun-wielding character uses jump on the character with Shirodori and the attack is blocked, the character that jumped will be stuck in the air, but the game will continue on despite this, and the character can still fight as normal.
That sounds excellent.
That sounds like a meme.
I'll see if I can find the relevant bit in Xenomic's glitch video.
Meanwhile. Yes.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to move, but the camera does not let me see around this island.
Get good, scrub, get good.
Exactly. A good
It turns
person
out
would
that
be
there's
able to run
actually,
around.
I discovered this like while recording the Gaffgarion battle. It's actually possible to like rotate not by a discrete number of degrees, but by like a continuous of rotation in like all three dimensions. But then you have like horribly distorted map. So I think you briefly see that in the Gaffgarion. Or maybe that was the one I failed because like from that point on it was just kind of like the map was so bad.
Wait, one of Agrias' moves can like inflict doom.
Well, there's another that's instant KO, but yeah.
Doom.
I think one of them is silence, one of them is confusion, one of them is doom,
Ah, yes.
one of them is stop,
Counter tackle.
and one of them is
Counter tackle is
I don't know.
best reaction ability in this game.
The best part is when you tackle them off a cliff.
Oh yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, you tackle some dude off a cliff, and then watch as he dies.
Oh, he used your Phoenix down. Take a drink, guys.
God damn it.
We're not doing that. Well, look at that sweet arc.
Advanced parabola technology.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Soon enough,
like-
we're invent jump technology like that, where we can jump in a parabola. Not yet. We can only jump horizontally right now, horizontally and vertically. Kill Mustadio.
Mustadio died for our sins.
That's true. So,
Why would you jump into like a river?
maybe she's dirty. She's
Mm,
like,
I
a
don't
magic
think that that's gonna
buff
help.
time.
I'm not gonna say what like the obvious thing to say would be there.
okay, you appreciate.
Hey, what was it? Were you planning on kink shaming Hexed? Are you
I'm
a
going
kink
to-
shamer?
I would kink shame everybody. I'll kink shame myself. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, Monster Girls are pretty fucked up. Let's be honest. Why did you just absorb mana from Agrias?
Because Agrias doesn't need it, and because she was out of mana.
So it's like when you're about to start a team fight, and then your mid's like it's every time you go to start a team fight, and your mid's just like, yeah, I spent all of my mana farming minions.
Well, because your mid laner is Fizz.
Oh yeah,
Right.
like
And Rush Triforce.
yeah, you rush
Change
to
Rush
Triforce.
Triforce.
It's Rush Triforce, and also because there's Flex Q, because I'm a Plat 5 player and playing with Bronze players. God damn it. Riot. Play us all
Oh,
together.
God. Obviously, nothing like if there's no such point as playing
Oh, no, it's
Triforce.
Reginald.
No, Reginald! TSM! No.
It's a monkey.
Like, what's the point in living if you can't play Triforce and Nivea?
That's true, there's no point in that.
What is the point in living? Like, we may as well kill ourselves.
No, you can do that just by playing Triforce and Nivea.
Yeah.
Get the chest, man.
Grab that chest.
Grab the chest. Get the chest.
Excellent chest ahead.
It's a great chest.
Come on, you've already passed up a chest, idiot.
Get the chest. Think of the goods.
It's a wizard
Yes.
hat.
Yes.
Yes!
Does it have a robe attached?
I put on my wizard hat.
Anyway, because Oracle sucks, all I can do is whine.
With science?
Yeah, I know. I thought with the crippling self-doubt, confusion.
No, that's just like every day for me.
Anyway,
Okay.
she's doomed, so she's just gonna walk around and do nothing because the AI is stupid. Fun fact: if everyone in your party is doomed, and the enemy AI, or everyone in your party is inflicted with doom, the enemy AI will just run around and avoid combat and wait for you to die. There is actually an exploit involving one of the bosses that involves dooming everyone in your party, so that he just sits there and does nothing.
Fuck.
But when the enemy is doomed, they just run around like assholes.
Well, her death is coming in like one turn. She's gonna die. Wouldn't you just run around like an asshole?
Yeah, it's much more important that we give them time to write their last will and testament instead of just murdering them.
Like, no, obviously you've got to like make them write their last will and testament, and then murder them.
Yes. Yes.
Oh right, aim plus
Yes. Give it to me.
I was like, do I even want that, or is it just better to get more MPs so I can end this battle faster?
It's obviously worth it more to get aim +1. Like,
I mean, now you have +1 aim. Think about it.
Aim plus
that-
one
that-
is,
You know how much more +1 is?
aim plus
Yeah.
one is the worst ability in this game, okay?
Let's say you have 3 eggs,
that's
right?
when like Crystal gives you the abilities.
Let's say you have 3 eggs, right? And then you get another one. That's aim +1 right
What?
there. Think of the eggs.
Oh, and she
Aren't you
just
looking at the
died.
egg
She
kingdom
did, the
right now?
camera did not even move to show that she died. She died off camera.
Wow, that's rough. First, you just ignore her and let her die, and then she just dies off camera.
She's the Brendan
Yeah, she-
Blackfish in this game.
Oh, you just refuse Agrias.
Poor Blackfish.
And then Agrias never did anything in this game ever again. This is a curse for joining Rams's party. She'll never do anything ever again.
No, she has one cutscene later on.
Yes, because they added that into this version.
Where Mustadio.
They give up.
Wait, do we have another chocobo now?
Yes. What, you don't like
More
my chocobos?
Oh no,
Alright,
I do
so-
not think you can ride that
Soleyuse on the
chocobo.
bench? Come on, man.
So for
Well,
this battle, I
Just
made
shoot
some.
like
Pre-
that.
You'll probably kill him.
so this is one of the hardest battles in the game. So I made some preparations. I might want to do a blooper video, but each attempt takes like 20 minutes to half an hour. So I also kind of don't want to do that because we'll be sitting here for like 3 hours.
We already are sitting.
Second squad, chocobo squad.
Yes,
Chocobo's
Chocobo dream.
God.
Did you just accidentally OBS everything?
He does that every episode.
Okay, not even I did that.
Anyways, so my preparations were, so Ramza learned First Strike, which is a stupid reaction ability off of the monk class that'll, like, every time someone tries to attack him, he'll just kill them before they can do it.
No, every time he tries to attack someone, he declares that there's weapons of mass destruction there, and invades them, and causes a power vacuum for the next 13 years.
Goddamn.
And then,
Goddamn,
and
I
then
said
like,
no politics, goddamn. Anyways, Soleyuse got the Dragoon ability Dragonheart, which gives him auto life every time someone attacks him. And I think that's like.
It also gives him high cholesterol as a side effect.
It also gives him like the ability to be in a really shitty, drawn-out movie.
It's like terrible CGI. It's the best.
It's miserable CGI.
Wait, this was a successful attempt, right?
Oh my god! So, wait, that's the that's where the Dark Knight LB3 comes from.
Yeah. It comes from Gaffgarion's stupid ability.
Ah.
But it turns out that he can only use that ability if he has a sword. As you can see, Soleyuse knows steel weapon. Where am I going with this?
Why do you just try to steal his heart? Gaffgarion, I always had feelings for you. Soleyuse, the way you jumped. It's caused shivers in my old curly mustache.
Yeah, like
Dave, please leave the slash fig until after the LP.
no.
I mean, it's going to still be in the recording, so it's still going to go in the episode.
Soleyuse. No one has ever stolen a heart, just the way you jumped and slapped that guy in the face and missed.
I think Soleyuse has jump +1 in this episode, and that's why he didn't jump so good.
Oh, so the way he jumps, Gaffgarion just can't.
He's got them
Why?
like legs. Dude looks like a lady.
Alright, so here we go with terrible targeting. So, like, the cursor will randomly jump around if you have, like,
You just
things
cast
on
it,
top of
you
each
just
other.
cast it.
Jump around, jump up to get down.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what the cursor does. Thank you, guys.
And then your summoner die.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not yet.
Well, you get Dragonheart.
But Soleyuse
Again.
has a pretty big dragon heart for Gaffgarion, let me tell you.
Do you mean Dragon Hard?
Oh my god. Now rip your summoner, there we go.
Ah, there we go.
It's okay. Summoners were, like, underpowered for several patches.
Also,
Yeah,
in
like
this
they
game, summoners are bad
didn't
at
buff miasma enough.
that. No, not. Stand by. Text. Fast. Help. I'm speaking really quickly. I'm talking really fast.
It is unimportant plot shit.
Also, I'm assuming this is like your 5th or something attempt, and you're probably just
Like I said, it would probably be like 2 to 3 hours of bloopers if I showed every film. It's, like, because it's stupid.
I sort of love how it's like 1 like PM here after like last bit being like 8 o'clock.
It was actually like a whole night.
Yeah, just like Cat did nothing but spend.
No,
Like,
actually though,
15.
I recorded that part like a month ago. I recorded this part like 3 days ago.
It's not good enough, Cat. It's not good enough. It's just terrible.
Select Agrias so I can do my stupid thing.
Shoot your move, Agrias. Shoot your move. Agrias judges got his newfound love.
Yeah, Agrias is actually she's a holy knight, right? So she fights for the Catholic Church. And, you know, the Catholic Church is not like this newfangled love.
This newfangled.
She's a home cooking like.
Man, this kind of mage is the worst. The worst.
No, these time mages are completely useless. Occasionally, just by RNG, one of them will have like summon Leviathan or something, and it'll be completely broken. But unless you get unlucky, they just sit there doing nothing the whole fight. Like,
When I
once
played
you
this,
kill
they
the
tried
3
to
knights,
call
this battle
Meteor
is
down on
basically
me. I remember. And Meteor is a terrible spell in this game, because it takes like 300 turns, and you can only target tiles. And so you just walk out of it and just laugh at them as they call down Meteor on you.
Four.
So this is regen. It gives you regen.
Oh really? Tell me more.
Yep, they're on my desk. Yes.
Oh, he used to Phoenix down, take a drink.
Okay. Yep. Okay. See you.
Hexa, you do know before taking calls you can mute your microphone, right?
That is a lot of alt-tabbing. That is like one alt-tab. And that is one alt-tab too many.
Oh no, the horrors of the alt key.
Exactly, right? Sometimes I'll press the alt key and then I'll accidentally press an arrow key and shit, I have to go into the fucking menus of the program I'm in. And that's just disgraceful.
Soleyuse is passionate for Gaffgarion draws him ever
Like,
closer.
Jesus did not die from that. He died so he could live in an alt-tab free world.
As he was on the cross, he looked up and said it would all be worth it if only Hex, in 2,000 years, didn't have to press Alt-Tab when he got called for 20 seconds.
It's a little known fact that Jesus' last words before leaving the earth was "fuck Microsoft."
But actually, though. So here we are with a Time Mage casting a haste spell over an area. Unfortunately, they don't take all the spots in that area. I wonder what I'm gonna do about it.
Abuse it.
Oh well, look at that meta. Look at that next level play right there.
Yeah, Agrias can't target herself with any of her abilities, so you can do stupid stuff like that.
Yeah.
You're pretty bad time.
How is this time mage so terrible?
They're obviously new to the role and like don't have cooldowns, right?
You know what time it is? It's fucking scrub o'clock.
You know,
Like
in Australia, it's stale French fry o'clock.
it's only not even 5 PM, so it's not even socially acceptable to get Maccas for dinner yet.
Actually, it turns out someone took down the French fry pin to my apartment's notice board like a couple weeks ago. Finally.
I
I still don't know why it was there in the first place.
Soleyuse is doing his great passionate quest to go reach Gaffgarion. Will he make it? No, he must use a Phoenix down instead.
It was obviously a protest against the rampant consumerism of McDonald's.
He used a Phoenix down, take a drink everybody.
Like something like communism, something Lenin giving you the cummies.
I'd rather not actually, in terms of Lenin.
Look at haste jump. Look at this great spell.
Oh my god!
Super
It's
powerful
wild!
spell.
It's crazy! Woo!
It only hits
Haste on
those two
people.
people.
Why
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
spinning!
We just gave the entire planet a severe case of whiplash. Yeah, just haste those two people.
I'm pretty sure that happened at the end of the first
Obviously,
Superman
like
movie.
they just called up a favor and was like, "Yo, Superman, can you like
Yeah.
fly around us?"
Excuse me, Superman is on our side, and his name is fucking Soleyuse.
Flying around at the speed of sound so he can give his Phoenix downs to people.
At the speed of sound.
Oh
Please
god,
no, please no.
not Sonic.
If this is a politics free zone, this better be a Sonic the Hedgehog free zone. Let's be honest.
I wasn't even going like Sonic Hedgehog. I was going like Coldplay, so like that's just worse. Right?
Did Coldplay cover a Sonic song?
No!
Alright, here's North Slam Strike. It's supposed to inflict instant death, but it actually didn't.
What's North Swing? What is a North Swing?
It's supposed to do X, but didn't. did you mean?
Final
Am I right?
Fantasy Tactics in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Soleyuse dies for true love. But wait a second.
What? That's a messy breakup.
Wait a second. This isn't over yet. This is actually a metaphor for,
Class struggle.
Bonk.
No, this is a metaphor for a Gandalf in Lord of the Rings. Watch what's gonna happen. Watch this. Watch this cool move.
No, this is a metaphor for the revolution in Russia.
Yeah, see, they're the Reds, right? And then there's Whites, so the Whites lose, so maybe it's not a metaphor for the revolution in Russia.
No, it's just literally the
Bes-
revolution in
Besides,
Russia.
Gaffgarion's not a red, he's a brown.
See, it doesn't even matter. He's Gandalf. He just comes back to life.
Wait, so are you telling me that Gandalf had a great love for Saruman the whole time? Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're trying to say?
In one of the Hobbit movies, isn't Gandalf like in love with Galadriel or something?
No, I'm pretty sure it was a pretty sure it was a Saruman. If I remember the Hobbit movies correctly, and I don't, because I only saw the first one because it was terrible, and I didn't see any more of them.
Yeah, the Hobbit movies are the worst movies ever. But I'm just waiting for the Silmarillion movie so we can have fangirls talking about how hot, sexy, and fiery fan.
Oh, you found an Echo Herb! Congratulations!
Really, let's turn this book shorter than pretty much a single chapter of any of the Lord of the Rings books into a whole trilogy. What could possibly go fucking wrong?
Honestly, like, I would like a soul. Fuck, I can't words. Like, I can't into words, I'm sorry. Like, movie, but also, I don't want that to happen because I just know it would just be fucked up, like, as in, it would be terrible.
%42% chance of inflicting haste. Wow, such a good time, Mage.
Jesus fuck, 42%. Whose faith is shitty? I mean, that faith must be so shit if it's 42%.
I think Gaffgarion's
for a
faith is pretty
beneficial
low.
status.
I mean, what is faith in Time Mage anyway? It's like, I don't believe in clocks.
I think it's more like I don't believe in relativity.
It's like, I think time is a human construct. I refuse to believe in it.
Fuck you, Einstein!
As you can see, she summoned that huge Moogle spell and it did nothing but heal the other time mates for 23 health.
Yeah, so it must be her faith that's terrible if it only healed 20 fucking 3.
It's like, I refuse to believe in annoying small mascot characters. Just like I don't believe in clocks.
Clocks don't exist because time doesn't exist.
Fucking clocks exist if there's only 12 hours in the day.
Not that.
Jaden Smith, probably.
Oh, don't worry, Soleyuse is gonna use another Phoenix down, take another drink, guys.
Let's just remember the plan was to get Soleyuse over there and fall in love with Gaffgarion.
We've
Instead,
strayed from
you
the light,
made
we've
him
strayed
the
from
heel
God's
bitch.
light. No! Soleyuse! No! Okay, it's fine.
And he gets auto life now. So now he can't die again.
What is dead cannot die?
But rises some. I don't know. I don't
Rises
care
again,
about
harder
that.
and stronger. Just like Soleyuse in Bad with Gaffgarion.
Take a drink, guys. He's the Phoenix down. We should be teaching counter.
We are truly the most, like, impure of sinners.
Yes,
Look
every
at
day
how
we spend
fast
further
the
from God's
hasted
light.
people are marching on the spot. They're like,
See,
Yeah, haste
what
is an
happens when
amazing
time
spell
goes
because
wrong.
it screws up the animation so bad.
when time magic
Yeah.
goes wrong, people start
Like
freaking out.
it's like using haste in FF10 on Lulu.
oh god.
Alright, so basically these knights are like their only damage because the archers always miss and the time mages suck. So once you kill the knights, it's basically over.
And the time mages have a questionable belief in clocks.
As you can see, they
He's like, I don't believe in clocks!
as you can see, he casted haste and it did nothing on anybody.
I'm actually
that
going to
was
go back
slow.
a bit and see actually what her faith is.
Slow is actually what they call the time mages in school. Wait, did you kill? Wait, what? Why didn't you scream? It's like, no, not the clocks! Anything but that.
I don't know what that was. It must be on one of your guys'.
Oh, and then he used geomancy on you, of course, because
Why does he have geomancy?
He always has. I think he has a random ability because he had a different one in like one of the. Yeah, I think he has just a random class ability. It might always be geomancy though.
it's like you think that I'm a harsh brute, but actually I love the planet. I'm an environmentalist.
Now he just plays League on the new patch. That's actually.
That's why my armor's brown. I am trying to become one with the trees.
Anyway, Soleyuse Gaffgarion has now killed Soleyuse twice.
I am Gaffgarion, Dark Ent.
Have some more geomancy.
Is like a furry but for trees like a Baki? Because if so, Gaffgarion is totally a Baki.
Sure, whatever.
I don't know what you're talking about at all. Are you sure you're just not saying word salad? Uh-oh, the time mage just casted her move. You shoot her move.
As you can see, it has a 0% chance of working on
No! Soleyuse! How can you ever fulfill your role?
Oh no, he's not back from the dead this time.
Yeah, he says he died in one hit. He didn't get a chance to get his auto life.
Okay, so now are we on to plan B, just goddamn murder Gaffgarion?
Yes, can we go back to the real plan?
Yeah, just like batshit murder, bitch.
Why am I hearing
Wait, what?
No, not the Moogle! Ah!
No, I have my audio completely off, so somebody else must have screwed something up that they're making random screams.
The Moogles are just pretty threatening, let's be honest.
I don't know, maybe somebody's audio is off by 2 seconds, but whatever.
No, it seems fine. It just seems to be people just really traumatized by the Moogle. They probably did like the wild ride quest or whatever it is.
The wild ride quest is actually like several hundred quests. That's why you can't get off the wild ride.
Yeah.
Wild ride.
I want to get off Mr. Mogul's wild ride.
But no, actually though.
Oh good, he's finally stopped running in place.
So Square Enix fucked up the EXP curve for like from 50 to 60 when Heaven's Word first came out. You actually had to do like all of Mr. Mogwin's wild ride to get from level 55 to 56 so you can unlock the frickin' next quest and continue the story in the Revolution in the first book.
That's accurate.
Now if Square Enix had actually calculated the correct EXP curve and made it so Fates actually do something, you wouldn't have to get on Mr. Mogwin's wild ride.
The Fates, they do nothing.
Wait, you can target the top of that wooden structure thing?
I mean, if you have a Dragoon with vertical jump 7...
Get the abilities! Yes! Aim +7!
I decided
And aim +3! In case you don't need 7.
Well, aim +7 takes, like, several turns to
Aim +7 is actually worthless.
Is aim +7 just like... Like you just like aim so hard, like you somehow pierce through like everything.
No, I think that's aim +50. Wait, does it go up to 50? I know it goes up to some
Aim
absurd
20.
number.
let me
20?
check. Archer tactics.
The real answer is nobody cares.
But the reason that aim sucks so bad is it takes so long to charge and it's +20.
Take a drag, use your penis down.
It's aim plus 20, which sucks so bad because you're so vulnerable while it's charging. They can basically just one-shot you.
Also, you target tiles. That's the real reason why it sucks.
Yeah.
Well, that's also a problem. Alright, so now that everyone's dead and nothing's happening, at one point I set it to like 1.25 speed because I didn't want to sit through it any longer. Because like, all their damage dealers are dead. They can't do anything now.
They could use clock power on you.
I think they're out of MP. They can't do that.
I mean, it's not like we're
Besides, we've already established they don't believe in clocks.
I'll take a drink. No, don't use it in a hurry. Take a drink.
It's really hard to target tiles with having
Wait,
between the
wait.
two characters.
We were trying to revive her faith in clocks.
Yeah. Hey, look, the Phoenix comes back to life. Therefore, clocks exist. Checkmate, clock atheist. Here we go, we sped up now.
Yeah, so this is like the stupid part where nothing's happening.
Oh yeah, compared to the entire rest of the battle so far.
Hey, you found a gold needle.
You know, I bet you just stepped on that. It's like, hey, I bet this is treasure. It's just someone's needle.
Yeah, they do heroin easily. Even though this is supposed to be like the Holy Land, they still do heroin.
But found hepatitis.
Yes, Gaffgarion and Soleyuse finally reunited. At long last. 25%. You actually get it.
Wait.
Wow. That's because,
Wait,
that's because
That's like
Soleyuse
the
went.
first time.
He went for a passionate embrace on the Gaffgarion. It's like Gaffgarion's like, finally, you understand. And Soleyuse just takes the sword. Well, he's not paying attention. He's like, there's only one sword I'm gonna need after this.
Look how effective that stick is. She believes in the stick more than she believes in clocks.
Honestly, what's more
Word.
physical, the stick or the clock? If you hit someone with a stick, it's gonna hurt a lot more than if you hit someone with a clock.
I mean, if you
I mean,
get
what if you topple the grandfather clock on top of someone? That's gonna hurt a hell of a
Yeah, no,
lot
the
more than a
crystal.
stick.
Take a drink.
Oh, Phoenix.
Take a drink. No.
I realized that Gaffgarion had the next turn, so he was just gonna kill him with Geomancy anyway, so I decided not to waste the
No.
Phoenix
Yeah,
damage.
Gaffgarion's like, you've taken my sword, I shall take your life with plants.
I was like, okay, all these abilities suck.
Who cares? We got him.
And now I'm not in range to use any of my abilities.
You can use them. They're AoE, man.
But I can't equip the blood sword that I just stole from Gaffgarion. Anyways, now that I have
Why you
blood-
re-equip on her? Why?
because it was default and she hadn't learned any other abilities yet.
That's a potion, you're supposed to use Phoenix down. Otherwise, how are we supposed to take a drink?
But if I don't use the potion,
No, there you go, yeah, Phoenix down, there we go.
if I don't use the potion, then Gaffgarion will just kill him with plants. But yeah, since I took his blood sword, now all he can do is summon plants.
Honestly,
Bloody monkeys.
in real life, if someone came out with me a sword, and there was a guy who also could summon death plants at me, I think the death plants would probably be more threatening.
I don't know, like,
Well, the death plant.
death plants die to fire. Swords do not
humans.
die to fire.
So do humans. And as we know, swords don't kill people, people kill people.
Is that the National Fuller Association? Is that a thing here?
Oh yeah.
By the way,
No, the national, like,
I was at that one patch of FF14 that was obsessed with calling every sword a fuller.
It blamed the guy
wasn't
who
that, like,
invented this game.
3.0?
Actually, it probably was 2.0.
Because, like, you had, like, Hoshifon of the Silver Fuller, and Ravana's, like, ultimate, which is, like, Bloody Fuller.
And then his song is
Oh,
blood
take a drink.
trickling down from my fullers, blood trickling down from my hands.
does Fuller just like mean sword?
It's like a groove in the sword that you can use to suck blood away.
Ah, yep.
Fuller, a person who pulls cloth. Thank you.
Oh boy, we learned high potion.
High potion, you know?
They consider
420,
it.
drink it up.
What?
What?
I don't think that's how 420 works. I think you have a very misguided notion of what 420 is.
Isn't that the number that comes up to 419?
Look, Gaffgarion has the tool
Wow,
set he
Soleyuse is
needs.
awesome. Yes, go Soleyuse.
Yeah, unlike Soleyuse, Soleyuse believes in stealing stuff.
I mean, she was just looking that way, like I don't think anyone's behind me. I'm just gonna put my bow in my back. Oh, go for the physical. Go for the physical.
Why would I
Would
go
be
for
very
that?
good for 420.
What are you doing? Why didn't you bring your black mage right next to Gaffgarion? You're not gonna go for the physical.
Physical.
Get physical.
It's Swifty if you like breaking. Oh, so here we are with rotating the map freely.
Oh wow.
It fucks up the camera
Well,
angle
like-
from this point onward. Like, as you can see,
Yeah.
everything is now slanted.
Yeah, like, who doesn't want to get Swifty?
To be honest, this is something they should have actually put in the game before, and I'm happy that it's actually in this version.
Except it doesn't actually work because now everything's sideways.
That's fine. Get the crystal.
Come on, get the crystal.
Get the crystal. Is this
Crystal,
no!
crystal.
You monster! Get the crystal!
I wanted her to heal herself, but I get this crystal.
Yes, get the crystal. What? That's the worst crystal.
There were no abilities on that crystal that Agrias didn't already know.
How do you even learn anything from crystal anyway?
You killed them, now you steal their mind.
It's
Yeah.
like cannibalism.
Pretty much.
With a giant ice in his head.
Aim plus... I mean, if you had a giant rock made out of ice falling from the sky, and it crushed your skull, but it would probably kill you too.
Yeah. Unless you're wearing ice-absorbent armor.
It's true.
How come everyone has the ability to teleport out of battle, but only once they've been defeated? Like,
Okay,
No, there are some... In one of the
They're-
Deleted battles,
They're wearing
they do
laser
that.
fire.
get the crystal.
They're,
Okay, what's
they're shitboards that once they get down to 10 HP, it's
Yes!
just like, lol, ring of life, down back to Lumbridge.
Well, just the idea of like the ice armor. So like the only way for me to protect against ice, right, is to put on ice on my body. That's the only way.
It's obviously the same idea as, like, if you set yourself on fire, you can't be hurt by fire anymore because you're already on fire.
Exactly, you've already moved past fire.
Yeah.
Alright, come on. Fire doesn't give you immunity to fire, it gives you immunity to ninjas.
Oh,
Oh god.
Not
Why this?
It was classic music.
Okay, so, this is an
Meanwhile,
important
in-
plot
in a-
scene.
In a plot.
So important.
I mean, it's gotta be important. Look, they included a sprite for a plate.
I mean, look at that food. It's great. Just got red and orange. My two favorite foods.
As you can see, this is a tradition that Final Fantasy 15 has lovingly included.
Except Final Fantasy 15's food is, like, overly realistic.
If an old fat man walked into your Jerusalem and just said ho ho ho. Alright, also this is probably the stupidest plot point in Final Fantasy Tactics right here. I don't understand what the point of this is.
Yeah, it turns out she was a fake princess the whole time.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
this has
it wasn't
effect
even a
on-
real princess.
This has no effect on anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a sort of plot point I would put in my D&D campaign and forget about until Thomas brings it up like 6 sessions later.
But what about the Jesters?
I don't want to talk about it. Who are these mysterious people? I wonder.
It's a mysteries.
I mean, they certainly couldn't be evil.
Totally not.
I mean, come on, delete us with them. They have to be good people.
Yeah, Deleta did nothing wrong. Much like Gaffgarion.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of passionate love for Soleyuse. We have all of that. All of that have that in our
And there's nothing wrong like betraying all your former comrades and killing them all.
Yeah, it's totally normal. And I do it all the time.
Yeah, like that's just me every time I play League of Legends.
Anyways,
By suffering, then if I tear you to pieces, the pain will stop.
Don't worry, I have just the cure.
Warning! Warning!
Can you hear me, Agrias?
Burn to the ground! Burn to the ground! Burn to the ground! Burn! Burn to the ground! Try from it! Burn! Burn to the ground! Try from it! Burn to the ground! Burn! Try from it! Burn to the ground! Burn! Burn! Try from it! Burn to the ground! Burn! Burn to the ground! Burn! Burn to the try from it! Burn! Burn! Burn to the ground! Burn to the ground! Burn to the ground! Burn to the ground! Burn! Burn! Burn to the ground! Try from Burn to the ground! Burn! Burn to the ground! Burn to the ground! Burn to the ground!